State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live. State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live. Stay tuned.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Africa. Good morning. Hey, can you see me? I can see you. Look. See where I'm standing. I am projecting from the top of the hill. I can see you. Look up. Can't you see me? But I'm looking at you. Shine your eyes. The Orire children are out of the kidnapper's den. They need treatment, they need comfort. It is well with them. It is well with you. The pain, the fear you see are a test of your courage. It is not a confirmation of our failure as a nation. We have just one option. The option is to rise. To fall is not an option. In this age and time, buckle up. We've got one option. The option to rise. For nations to rise, the human spirit must rise. It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. I am Edmond Obilo. The program is State Affairs. The governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, is a political insurgent. Seyi Makinde is a political insurgent. Seyi Makinde has declared his independence. What about you? Say, in a political landscape built on feudal dependency, that declaration by Makinde can be said to be revolutionary. Oyo State, listen. Nigeria, listen. Something is going on. It is not as complex as we think. The governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, has declared his independence. In a political landscape built on feudal dependency, you can define that as revolutionary. Remember, the Godfather is a kingmaker. The Godfather is a financier. You should know about the Godfather. I know you know. The Godfather is a shadow sovereign who installs governors and expects in return access to the state's treasury. The Godfather wants control over appointments. The Godfather wants the obedience of the chief executive. Was Lamidi Adedibu a godfather? Was Senator Ladoja a godson? Or Rashida Dewolu Ladoja, governor of your state, 2003 to 2007. Did Ladoja also declare his independence? Perhaps he did. And Seyi Makinde has declared his independence. Who wants to declare his or her independence? Nigeria declared her independence on October 1st, 1960. The Godfather does not ask. The Godfather demands. And the governor, in this case, does not rule. He administers on behalf of his patron. Am I talking about Sanwo-Olu here? Did I mention his name? Okay. I have not mentioned Tinubu here. But remember, the Godfather does not ask. He demands. And the governor in this case does not rule. He administers on behalf of his patron. Oh, am I talking about Fubara? Did I just mention that name? I thought I promised myself I wouldn't mention that name again. Sorry about that. I broke my promise. This is the feudal logic. Welcome to the class of history, the class of politics, the class of power. This feudal logic shows the governor is not a sovereign. The governor is a steward. His power is borrowed, conditional, revocable. Who wants to be a God's son? Let me make somebody a governor. I am the Godfather. But don't knock on my door. I don't like knocks. Can I ever make you a governor? Go and speak to the people. Makinde has rejected, has refused this inheritance. That feudal logic, he has rejected it. Since Makinde has rejected it, Makinde is up for a fight. Who wants to join the fight? Let's fight. Hey, we are playing politics. Who wants to play politics? Let's play. It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. The program is State Affairs.
What deal did I make with anybody? I didn't make any deal with anybody. And when I say, look, here, I depended only on God the Father. No Godfather. And I'm still saying it till tomorrow. If there are Godfathers in Oyo State, they should go and back whoever they would like to back.
But they are not saying you have now become a Godfather.
To who? Me. It is the people of Oyo State that are completely in charge of me.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
Have you become richer than being a governor?
Perhaps poorer.
Poorer?
Well, yes.
How?
Because I've not really gotten the chance to do things as a business person. I left the company for others to run, you know. When I was leaving, I realized that I did not have a single individual with, you know, the kind of personality and exposure that I had, you know, then. So I tried to look at 3 individuals, you know, with different traits that I felt I could cobble together to now work. But what I've seen over this period, because sometimes I discuss with them and ask them how they're doing, you know, and things like that, just off the cuff. And I found out that because some of them may be driven by some other consideration, they're not really working together. Like if those 3 personalities, you know, if you have them in one single individual, you know. But I will know when I have the opportunity to dig, you know, back into the operation.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live. Stay tuned.
So I thought, okay, at least I can get out of here and go look for opportunities where I can learn as quickly as possible and have something that I can offer the industry. And that was when I took the decision to join Rebuild as a field engineer. And that gave me the exposure. It wasn't Shell anymore. My first project was with Ajib. Then they sent me to Texaco, and then within 2 years, I was the assistant manager for the Eket operations, and that was it. It gave me the confidence to just get into the industry and do my own thing. So within 3 years of taking that decision, I already set up Macon Engineering, and I couldn't even tell people that I was the founder. On my card, then I put operations manager because I walked into people's offices and then you're asking them to trust you with millions of dollars worth of project, and then they're looking at me like this 29-year-old guy. We don't know what he can do. And you notice from this administration, you know, my experience from how I started very early. Made me, you know, to have absolute trust in our youngsters. So you see around me, most of my folks, they are really, really young, and they've been carrying those responsibilities very well.
I see.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
What deal did I make with anybody? I didn't make any deal with anybody. And when I say, look, here, I depended only on God the Father. No Godfather. And I'm still saying it till tomorrow. If there are godfathers in Oyo State, they should go and back whoever they would like to back.
But they are not saying you have now become a godfather.
To who? Me. It is the people of Oyo State that are completely in charge of me.
No godfather. The governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, is a political insurgent. The reason we have titled this class, Seyi Makinde's Political Insurgency. Seyi Makinde is a political insurgent. When Seyi Makinde ran for governor in 2019, he built his own structure and won. He was the insurgent who stormed the palace gates. His victory was not a coronation. So for those who want to grab Oyo State, Seyi Makinde is saying that Oyo State is not for grabbing. He is a governor who owes his office to no one. He owns his office to everyone. Hey, does that remind you of Buhari? Seyi Makinde is saying that he is not accountable to a shadow sovereign, but to the electorate. He is free to make decisions, not on obligation. I have no godfather, Makinde has said. This is the assertion that power can be legitimate without being conferred by the powerful. Makinde's independence is not a liability. It is his armor. Because he was not made by the strong men cannot unmake him. He has immunized himself against the revocation of patronage. Is that why he fights? There is a fight. You can see the way he spits his words. I declared for president. The next day, they struck in Orire. How? He cannot understand it. Can somebody make it easier for him? Who wants to explain to the governor? Why did he say that? Anyway, the children have been released. You see, Makinde has positioned himself as a voice for a generation that is tired of inherited authority. Do you agree? Makinde has positioned himself as a voice for a generation that is tired of inherited authority. Do you agree? You let me know what you think when I open the line. I am looking at Makinde right away. I can see him. Yes. I can see him. I'm looking at him. His independence is a governance strategy. It allows him to govern for the people because he is not governed by anyone else. Do you agree with that? When I open the line, you let me know. I have posed more than 6 questions. Who wants to join the fight? Who wants to play politics? I hope you know I am playing politics. If you want to play politics, let's play. I cannot afford not to play politics. Hey you, come, let's play politics. Politics is about power. And you don't want to play politics? You don't like power? I like power and I like politics. What about you? With power, we can change the face of society, make society great, build networks of road, standard schools for our children, build aeroplanes and fly so high. No, I like power and I play politics. Come, let's play politics. Is Makinde's independence a governance strategy? It allows him to govern for the people because he is not governed by anyone else. Do you agree? Makinde is asserting that political power in a democracy must be rooted in popular sovereignty. By the way, it is not a new idea. Democracy means power rooted in popular sovereignty, and that is why it is popular democracy. That argument is as old as the Enlightenment. But in Nigeria, the idea is still revolutionary because it operates on feudal hegemony. Think of Tinubu. The Nigerian state has not yet to fully transition from a prebendal order where public office is a private resource to a liberal order where public office is public trust. Makinde is attempting that transition in Oyo State. He is also making a statement about the nature of power. The power that is borrowed is power that is compromised. Power that is borrowed is power that is compromised. Only power that is earned can be truly exercised. Are you in this class? In a political system built on extreme dependency, Makinde has chosen autonomy. He has chosen to be his own man. It is a politics that does not beg, does not bow, and does not break. Tinubu is watching him closely. Tinubu's radar is on Makinde. He's being watched closely. I was looking at my political compass. I was reading the compass, the direction of things. As I was reading the compass to understand how I'm going to play my politics, Makinde's pictures keep popping up. I roll the compass, touch the dial, and I'm looking at Tinubu, looking at Atiku, looking at Peter Obi, and Ladoja pops up. And I record the time it pops up. I plot the graph so that I will know how to play my politics. Hey, you mean you are not playing politics? You are just there watching? You are not calculating, strategizing on how you are going to survive in this system? You are just being blown around by the wind, generated by others? You are not bringing in your wind? You are just there? Have you forgotten that politics is about distribution of resources? And you are not getting anything. You're just sitting down there. That they are distributing resources is not getting to you. And you are not playing this politics. Hey, wake up, wake up. Let's play politics. It's about distribution of resources. If you're out of it, you won't get. Have you not noticed it? Or you have been praying to get. Yes, you can pray. But as you pray, you have to work. Let's play politics. Who wants to play politics? Okay, let me know. You can call the radio man. Call the radio man on WhatsApp. You see, as you call, take note, if you are listening on your transistor radio, even online, there will be delay. So don't use that device you are using to listen, to monitor your call. Just use your phone. Once I pick your call, your phone begins to read. It begins to read. You know your call has been picked. So don't wait until you hear your voice on your radio or your device before you say hello. There will be delay. So once your phone is reading, that means the radio man is listening and you are live. So the number to call is 080 18449. That is 080 18449. WhatsApp call. WhatsApp call. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
This is Obio Jones calling from Ibadan.
Okay, make your point.
We really thank God for the safe release of the children, those children who are adopted at Orire.
Okay, he's not saying anything. He just kept quiet. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Oyo Town. I'm a Wasiu Adeojo.
Make your point.
I can call Seyi Makinde is the leader office. So we learned a lot of politics from a lot of leaders who have left Oyo State.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, this is Oluwatoyin. I'm calling from this is the Seyi Makinde is a leader who does not fear anyone and does not fear the politics of the Nigerian leaders. But as such, he should be a leader who would look into the depth of what leadership is, so that the enemies will not be more than friends. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. It is Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station. Stay tuned. Stay cool. Let's reflect on this interview. An interview with a former governor of Imo State, Achike Udenwa. I'm bringing you this interview to create a proper context to understanding Nigeria's politics. You are a member of the PDP Board of Trustees.
Yes, yes.
It's like the PDP is about collapsing. What is going on?
Well, I won't say it's collapsing, but it has its problems. What is going on actually is that there are external hands trying to destroy PDP from internal sources, but it has external hands on them. And well, we are still battling with the problem, and I believe PDP will not be destroyed. We will soon be able to get through the problems.
You said external hands.
Yes.
Battling the party.
Yes.
Through internal hands.
Yes, please.
Have you been able to trace the external hands?
Yeah, we know. It's not hidden. It's not hidden. We know that our opponents, the APC, have a hand in what is happening to us. So we know it.
So who are the internal hands the APC is using?
Well, they are using people within our own rank.
Who are these people?
Well, we maybe that is confidential, but we know them.
Is Wike one of those being used to destroy the PDP?
Oh, why are you calling Wike? Have you any information?
Wike works with the APC. He's the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory.
Well, it is not unusual that the ruling party can appoint a minister from outside the party. That is not the problem.
And remember, the problem also escalated when Wike could not get the presidential ticket of the party.
Yeah, and anybody, when you vie for a position and you don't get it, you may feel aggrieved. It's normal.
So Wike is aggrieved.
Yeah.
And the Wike group is aggrieved.
They will be.
So are they the ones fighting the PDP?
I have not said so, but we know the hands that are fighting PDP.
So do you plan to deal with the hands?
We are already dealing with them.
How?
We are looking at the situation. We are trying to come back together. We are trying to recover as many people as possible. And we are trying to see that those ones that cannot repent, that we get them off the way completely.
How soon would that be done?
Well, very soon. Before the end of this year, at least we're going to have a convention, I think about October.
Convention?
Yes, the annual election convention this year.
Who is going to call for that convention?
It is statutory. The NWC and the NEC, the National Executive Committee of the party. Yeah, we call for the party. We call for the convention.
The National Working Committee is a divided house, is it not?
Yeah, it is divided, but we are bringing them together.
So who is the National Secretary of the PDP as we speak?
As we speak, Udo Okoye is the Honorable S.K. Udo Okoye is the National Secretary of the party. You heard the Governors Forum said so the other day, recognized him, and then the Board of Trustees also recognized him the other day. So as far as we are concerned, until the court say otherwise, we are acting according to what the court has said so far. The case and what the appeal court ruled was that Udo Okoye is the secretary. So we abide by it, and then the case has been appealed at the Supreme Court level. So we are waiting for the Supreme Court to give us their own ruling.
Anyanwu is talking about a stay of execution of that judgment.
Yeah, but he didn't get the stay of execution.
Was it not embarrassing that the last Board of Trustees meeting was somehow violent?
Yes. There was some violence.
Why did the PDP allow that?
The PDP did not allow that. The people who were involved were punished.
How did you punish them?
They had to apologize, and the NWC is taking action to make sure that such people are disciplined.
Are you going to expel some persons from the PDP soon?
Well, I wouldn't be able to say that. We have a disciplinary committee of the PDP. We have a reconciliation committee of the PDP. The reconciliation committee is being headed by His Excellency Olagunchoye Oyelola. He is heading the reconciliation committee, and the disciplinary committee is being headed by Chief Tommy Kimi. So this is part of the steps we are taking to get the party together once again. So whoever they find guilty, we expel him.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. Yes, you can join the discourse. Let's roll together. You can call the number. Seyi Makinde is a political insurgent. All right, I've connected you. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, good morning, Joma.
Good morning.
Am I online with Edmond Pino?
You are on.
Firstly, whenever you have an interrogate with Mr. Governor or your state governor Seyi Makinde, only you as a radio man, I'm so believe anything I'm add on your program. Whenever you have interrogate with him, why did you include to asking him about the money being collected from the federal government, which is 30 billion naira? Either the money was totally collected from federal or not, was it true or false?
But he has told you he collected 30
Hello?
billion. He has told you he collected 30 billion.
Is it that Pino?
The governor has told you that he collected 30 billion. All right. He wants to know if the governor collected 30 billion. The governor has come out to say yes. The Oyo State government collected 30 billion, not 50 billion. I think that question has been answered. The line is open. The number to call is 080 999 18449. And again, let me warn. If you call State Affair, don't be sending me to go and ask a question on your behalf. I have picked your call. You are on. Ask the governor. Don't be sending me. Hello, good morning.
If you call State Affair, don't be sending me to one.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Radio Man. My name is Oluwatoyin.
Hey, Toyin.
See, yes, it's me. I had to call this morning because I was following the show and I heard what you were saying about the governor. So I agree with you. Compared to all the governors that we have had in the state, Governor Seyi Makinde has done remarkably well. But then, when he says that he doesn't have a godfather, I don't agree. Or when you say that Governor Seyi Makinde is a political insurgent, I would not totally agree with you. Because there are a few issues that I think that I have with him. One, the day I went to that park, the terminal, the motor park at Iwo Road, I was disappointed. I expected more from Governor Seyi Makinde. And I say again that he has tried. I'm not trying to use this to discredit what he has done. But then I see that park as a white elephant project. Yes, the resources that went into that is too much compared to the value that we are getting from that place. The spaces there, there's so much spaces that are being wasted. Because if we look at the states, there are many things that we can do with the resources that was wasted in that place. So that's a major issue that I want to raise, that I expected better from him. Because I'm one of the people that actually campaigned for him independently, not because anybody recruited me, because I saw potential and I feel like, oh, this man is different when he came back the second time. But when I got to that park, I was disappointed. And I want to make that point this morning. And then the second one I was trying to make, do I still have some time? Or I should round up?
No, go on, make your point.
Okay, the second point I want to make is the fact that I witnessed certain activities during the first time that he emerged as governor. And I know that there's a picture in circulation that time. We had Unity Forum, where we saw Ladoja, them Lanley, and a few other political actors in the state came together and raised his hand up They all went out from I'm not sure it was the APC that time. Maybe it was the ACN. We saw his hand being lifted up by these people. So when he says that he doesn't have a political godfather, I don't believe that. I think he also benefited from the system. And let me just stop there, because once again, I am not saying Seyi Makinde has not done well. He has done remarkably well. And I hope that whoever it is that is going to come after him will correct some of those deficiencies. He should actually have done much better, because some of us had high expectations from him. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for making your points loud and clear. I was making a point that when you call, stop sending me to say this. Somebody will call, Obilo, tell Mr. President, tell the governor, why are you sending me? You have called a radio station. You are live. Talk to them directly. Talk to them directly. Stop sending me. You did not elect me. All right? Talk to those you elected. Talk to them directly. I am not working for you. Yes, you heard me. Tony has made her point. And remember, I have put my political insurgency in context. I have not come to performance. You are the one watching. Make your judgment. I have not come to performance. I have put it in the context of political independence. Even when you don't have godfathers, you still have those that are your allies. You cannot run politics alone. You must need people. So in the raising of the hands, he needed people. Or you don't agree with that? It was an alliance. He was not under their control. Is that a point I'm making? All right, let me put you on. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Radio Man.
Good morning.
Good morning, Radio Man. Am I on?
You are on.
Thank you very much. I like your analysis about the governor. And the governor, you will observe, has been somebody who will always be has only been calculative. I agree with you that the man has no godfather. And taking into cognizance his performance in Oyo State, he has done better than any governor will. So he doesn't have the shortcomings. On the whole, you see, the issue is that any performing governor will attend to the citizens of the state. And by attending to the citizens of the state, the amount of resources available to for political patronage will be small. And hence, they will say he has not done well. Honestly speaking, the governor has tried his best. And he has changed the face of governance in Oyo State. And he has also proven that you can govern without necessarily having a godfather. I'm surprised that people are now hallowing or demanding for godfatherism in Oyo State. Seems to me that people have forgotten what we went through during the days of godfatherism in Oyo State. The issue of godfatherism in Oyo State denied us, citizens of Oyo State, of the benefit of good governance that the current KBC in Ibadan will have given us in those days. And we could also see. So in my opinion, he has proven a point. And I do not see any reason for him not to aspire to any post. It does not matter whether you get 1 vote or 2 votes. After all, he contested before. He lost, keep trying, and then he got there. I believe he has something to offer. And in my opinion, he has done well for your state. I also want to rejoice with everybody on the issue of the OCLL, teachers and students that were arrested. We see somebody who also resisted pressure to negotiate, to pay ransom. At the end of the day, these people are back here. We commend the armed forces, everybody involved in the rescue, even the locals, for this exercise. Mr. Obilo, I'm with you. Thank you this morning. My name is Shegun from Ibadan.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Shegun. Hey, somebody's on. Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Radio.
I greet you.
This is additional from Lebualaka, New Land. Are you listening?
I am.
I normally enjoy your program. And kudos to you. And may God continue to bless you. My point, before I will come up to the politics of the Nigeria issue, first and foremost, we said we should not send you to, because the program is live already. So you are very, very correct. But the point is the Elebu Road is too, and it's too bad. It's too bad. And the is that they started the road. They did a little about it. We were told that it was maybe rep or shaming. 1 5 the state of tennis now. We don't know, maybe it's true or whatever. But they tried to do what they are doing. They abandoned the road. And now, very, very bad. It's on motor. So government should do something about it. Government came to Elebu area. They will start for the second time or whatever. And they said to promise that they will do that way. We need to do something about this. So that's point number one. Point number two is that reason of insecurity. We are begging the federal government and the Oyo State government and the state government in Nigeria. All the state governors in Nigeria, they do not play with issue of security. We are very happy that they release the adopted of the federal government teachers.
Your line keeps breaking. That line keeps breaking. But anyway, he has made his point. The 11 subject is critical. 11 subject is critical.
Edmond.
Good morning.
Good morning. Kayode Akinola on the line.
The ball is in your court.
You see, Mr. Edmond, I have noticed over time that there are 3 categories of people. There are those ones that are called the ignorant. There are the ones called the critical thinkers. They have analytical mind. And there are the third ones that are called the willful ignorance. People have called in this morning and they have talked about Seyi Makinde, his attributes, his character. But one thing I know is that a lot of the people that are making comment, a whole lot of them, even the ones that are making comment on the street, are willful ignorant. Seyi Makinde collected 30 billion. Most of the people affected Abuja. We have not seen any one of them or the association in that area coming out to say they did not receive palliative or compensation from Seyi Makinde. Majority of the people that are calling or complaining on the street, these are people that do not own a house or even a piece of land in Bodija, including the former governor of Ekiti State that raised the alarm, the false alarm. That is on one side. On the other side, you see, before Seyi Makinde came, I have friends in the civil service that complained bitterly about poor remuneration. What I discovered after Seyi came in was none of them complaint. They stop complaining. What does that tell us? People only talk when certain things do not go in their way or when it's not favorable to them. And they keep quiet when they are eating fat. Thank you, Mr. Edmond Bilo. You can't be too good to be loved, neither you can be too bad to be hated. Seyi Makinde has done his best. Let other people come on board and do theirs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for joining the discourse. It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. The program is State Affairs. I am Edmond Obilo.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
So those who don't get that consensus, what do you think will happen? You think they'll be happy? So you are waiting for an implosion then?
Have you told them?
My position is known. This is a year-old book.
Politicians don't read, don't you think so?
But they know my position. I've been consistent about this. That look, let us manage the process in a manner that even if people come out of it defeated, they will feel a sense of belonging. After all, I contested. Yes, I had 10 votes. People contested against me in the 2 governorship primaries that I spoke about. 5 of the people who contested against me were commissioners in my cabinet in 2018. I brought them back into the cabinet.
Why are you this kind?
It's not about, we are members of the same family. And that's why I have a problem with the winner takes all situation. When we won in 2018, in 2023, I even advised the president that we have to reach out to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, to Mr. Peter Obi. I told him all this.
You told the president?
Oh, yes.
He didn't take your advice.
Well,
the APC has hijacked everything.
Well, the president is the president.
You have even hijacked governors.
We've hijacked governors.
Yeah.
Governors have come to our party.
No, you hijacked
out of their own volition.
Volition. What is so special about the APC that they are all abandoning ship? What did you tell them?
They probably want to belong to the president's party.
And now you can see what is happening to opposition parties.
Again, that is not going to last. We once had a person in this country that our late uncle Bola Ige described as 5 fingers of a leprous hand.
Abacha?
All parties came together. They were jostling for his attention. They said he must take their ticket. And they gave him the ticket. We were saying this earlier. The Nigerian always pulls back from the brink. I don't believe that President Tinubu, and from what I have read, I wasn't in any of those meetings. It's meetings with governors, it's meetings with the National Assembly members.
Good morning, Mr. Bilo.
Good morning.
My name is Sunday Ademola.
All right.
I actually want to appreciate your good job. I want to believe that we're in
you see, if your line is not clear, I apologize, I'll cut you off. Or if your voice is not loud enough, I always advise I always advise don't use hands-free. Don't use hands-free. This caller's line is not clear. Don't use hands-free. Speak into the phone. Speak into your phone. Don't use handset. What's it called? A headset. Just speak into your phone and the call will be rich. We are doing everything to have rich call, rich voice. So don't limit the potentials of your voice by using that hands-free. That's the point I'm making. All right, I'll connect the lines again. Hello.
Hello.
It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. All right. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, good morning, Radio Man.
Good morning.
This is additional. This is additional from Lebu. This is additional from Elebu.
Make your point.
I was the one that called you the other time. We are really enjoying your program. And I give kudos to you. The point is before I speak upon the
line
in Nigeria.
His line keeps fading. I need a very sharp call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Very clear and sharp. Make your point.
Edmond, good morning. The governor said he has no godfather. But to be candid, there are some people like Olokwe Dion, the present Oba of Ibadan land. This is Olutayo calling from Malade. The President Olubadan and their likes. Those are the people that brought him into power. They actually helped him. So when they helped him, he decided to go away from them and decided not to be their godson anymore. That he has no godfather, that is not the truth. He actually has a godfather. And, when to the tail end of every administration, to the tail end of every era, there must be the true factor of what they have. Now, we have months to the end of the Makinde era as a governor of Oyo State. Now, he has decided to be bringing up all sorts of things that he did not even foresee when he came in, like the CPS of 18, Contributing Pension Scheme, that he introduced to the newly people who he just employed as the workers in Oyo State. The CPS of 18, I don't think that is very necessary for now. It will actually affect those people in at the end of their career. So for me, I don't think that is necessary. There are a lot of policy that governor is bringing up now that are not really necessary. Because if he leave power, other ones that came in, we upturn those policy. But to my own idea, I will just employ him to reverse some of the policies he has been trying to bring in now, presently. That's just my own idea.
Thank you. All right. I'll open the lines again at some point. Let's break it down. I'll open the line again at some point. So for now, I've turned off the line. Let's go back to what we discussed 2 weeks ago. I just want to do a summary. And the summary is a statement by Ayo Fayose, a former governor of Ekiti State. They were members of the G5 of the People's Democratic Party that supported Bola Tinubu in the 2023 election until Makinde broke rank. And this caused crisis in the PDP. Makinde made a point, or Fayose made a point, that when Makinde emerged as governor, he took all the structures of the PDP from him. All. And Makinde made the move too, to grab the structures of the PDP at the national level. You saw the fight. You saw that fight. Makinde broke rank with his man, Nyesom Wike. They fought for the heart of the PDP. Does that tell you anything about Makinde? Now, when it comes to power, he is direct. He goes for it. He fights. He fights. You saw that fight in the PDP. He even revealed to us discussions behind the scene, how Wike promised to hold down the PDP for Tinubu. And Makinde said, I'm not part of that. So they fought for the heart of the PDP. He moves to the APM. He declares his ambition for Tinubu's seat. He is daring. So, Fayose releases a statement through an interview. He says he who takes a woman's child away becomes the enemy of that woman. Fayose says, I became a lion against Seyi Makinde when he messed up. Fayose says, in the coming Oyo election, we will work against him. Makinde took all my structures in Southwest PDP. That means Makinde grabs too. You grab it, you snatch it, and you run with it. Makinde wanted to grab PDP at the national level. He grabbed it. Wike grabs it back. Makinde grabs it. But none of them can run with it. What are you grabbing? Are you just watching as they grab? You are not grabbing and you are not getting. Who wants to grab? Come, let's grab. It is grabbing time. You grab it and you run with it. Somehow, I feel like grabbing power and running with it. Where will I run to? Where will I run to? I'll take you to the moon and we will reach the stars. I'll take you to development, innovation, science and technology. Take you to standard education for primary and secondary schools, for university. Take you to the place where we will build geniuses in the laboratories, in the classrooms, in the market, and you become rich. Help me. I want to grab power. I need help. Did Makinde get help to be governor? Yes, he got help. Is that godfatherism? You know, God's sons don't dump their fathers. Does that remind me of Sanwo-Olu? Is Makinde Sanwo-Olu? Or the guy in Ogun? Or the guy in Oshun? I'm just thinking. Fayose says, if you want to take my head, I will take your head. Fayose says, the current Olubadan was a colleague. We are working together, including all Makinde's enemies. He has a long walk with us. You remember the book, Long Walk to Freedom? Have you read that book? The story of Mandela. You'll find it on udarabooks.com. See, Fayose says, Makinde has taken the lands of the gods. They are angry, and the gods will take back the lands from him. Is Makinde a land grabber? What land is Fayose talking about? Perhaps not physical land. In this case, it is power. Look, Fayose makes the point. Running for president is Makinde's undoing. Running for president is Makinde's undoing. That's strong. That is strong. Running for president is Makinde's undoing. That means case closed. Makinde has already been undone. Case closed. Running for president is Makinde's undoing. Okay. See, he says nobody would have defeated me with votes in Ekiti. But when it was time to take vote, they took it by storm and there was nothing I could do. They took it by storm when he wanted to install his successor. And Buhari and Fayemi took it by storm. Are they planning to take Oyo State by storm? And Makinde reminds them of Operation Wettier. Fayose says too many enemies would destroy a wise man. Oshoko. 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 How many times did I call you? Too many enemies would destroy a wise man. If you want to take my head, I will take your head. You know, this is political warfare. It is about power. Power is the capacity to act, the ability to alter a situation. A gust of wind has the power to topple a tree. That is power. Power is raw in this system. Raw, hot, hot, hot. Political power is the capacity to shape the rules that govern, to compel others to follow those rules. It is the force that determines who gets what. It is the force that determines who gets what. And you say you are not playing politics, that you just sit down, some other people's children will be determining what you get, and you are not playing in it, you are just there. As a citizen, you're saying politics is dirty, and you are broke, you have no money, your children can't go to good schools, and you're not playing politics, you're not strategizing. It's about who gets what. So that you are not getting is that you have been played out. That some people have grabbed your share. They've used it to enrich themselves. And you just scroll. And when they say politics is bitter, you say, yes, yes. Let those who are rich say politics is bitter because they have grabbed theirs. You've not grabbed anything. You have been voting all your life. You remain poor. And you are not re-strategizing. In your analysis, you'll be saying Tinubu is a strategist. Poor man. And you are not a strategist. You are not strategizing. In your own country, they are grabbing and you are not getting anything. You are blaming the guards. You are not strategizing. Hey, come. Let me teach you strategy. You need to grab your share. If you see me on the road and you have not grabbed your share, say, Edmund, I want to grab my share. Teach me strategy. You deserve your shares, but you need to play politics. Or you feel playing politics means you must be a member of PDP or APC? Life itself is politics. As I'm talking now, discussing, I am playing politics. My kind of politics. I'm using words. I'm throwing them out. Boom, boom, boom. You think I don't have a mission? I'll just come and be analyzing just like that. I'm grabbing my share. Let's grab. And when you talk about shares, you can grab love, you can grab humility, integrity, and begin to strategize on how you spread it. That for a society to emerge, you must have a strategy to spread integrity, love, brilliance, competence. And you can achieve it. I'm not saying destroy the land. It is the age of grabbing. And to grab, you must be fit. You must be awake. You must be alert. For nations to rise, the human spirit must rise. Listen well and interpret it well. Okay. I serve you doses of ideas to trigger this conversation. There is political warfare going on in Oyo State. And I've told you what power is about. Power is coercion, the use of force. It is authority. It is influence. It is the nature of justice. Who takes a woman's child away becomes the enemy of that woman. Fayose invokes the law of maternal protectiveness, framing his political structure as a child, also feminizing its political structure, casting himself as nurturing. The mother is the ultimate source of grievance. To take her child is to commit a crime, an act that enters the realm of blood feud. This is framing. Fayose is good at emotional framing. Fayose declares that he is the one who has been wronged, justifying his outburst. I became a lion against Seyi Makinde when he messed up. Fayose admits his predatorship. Fayose admits his predatorship. The lion devours. When a political ally messes up, the pursuit of dominance takes over. By being a lion, Fayose assumes a brute force. He is hunting. In the election, we will work against him. This is grievance. Makinde uprooted the trees in Fayose's jungle. If you want to take my head, I will take your head. This is retaliation. It is justice in a pre-state society. He is saying that we are the courts. Fayose is saying there is no court. We are the court. This is total war. Can it be said that Makinde injures Fayose and Fayose is vengeful? Fayose escalates the stakes. The current Olubadan was my colleague. We are working together, including all Makinde's enemies. He has a long walk with us. Fayose talks of an aggrieved camp, dropping the name of the Olubadan in the story. Fayose is invoking ancestral authority. The mention of a long walk suggests a protracted campaign. Makinde has taken the lands of the gods. They are angry, and the girls will take back the lands from him. This is cosmic drama. Land is the abode of the goddess of fertility, and Fayose is saying that Makinde has taken fertility away. Fayose is accusing him of sacrilege. He is invoking divine inevitability. If Makinde loses, it is not Fayose's victory. It is cosmic justice. If Makinde wins, the gods are still angry and his victory is cursed. Fayose must be a cornered lion. Remember, the Olubadan, Oba Rashid Ladoja, is a reincarnated warlord wearing a crown. His rise to the throne is not retirement. Take note. By ascending the throne, sponsoring an APC candidate, the throne is the fortification of power. Makinde has taken the lands of the gods. The gods are angry, and the gods will take back the lands from him. Ladoja, by virtue of his tool, is the representative of the gods. What about me? Who sent me? If I am not representing the gods, who am I representing? Tell me. Hey, Makinde might be against the ancestral judiciary. Makinde might be up against the ancestral judiciary. This is insurgency, and Makinde is the insurgent. Come, see. There is power by destiny. Senator Rashid Adewolu Ladoja, now Oba Ladoja, the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land, is a living representation of power as destiny. Do you know the meaning of Ladoja? Ladoja means political will. To talk about Ladoja is also to talk about his wounds. In January 2006, Ladoja, governor of Oyo State, was illegally impeached. The forces against him were the titans of Nigeria's political underworld. I'm talking about President Olusegun Obasanjo. He was wielding the power of the center. And there was Lamidi Adedibu of Ibadan politics. 18 of 32 legislators voted to remove Ladoja as governor. Was Adedibu up in arms because of Ladoja's refusal to hand over public funds and state appointments to him? Adedibu wanted to play the godfather. Ladoja refused to play the godson. He refused vehemently. Don't talk about it. He refused. I, Ladoja, I have no godfather. He made that point clear. When Ladoja's deputy, Christopher Alao Akala, was sworn in after his impeachment, he immediately drove in a motorcade to Adedibu's residence to pay homage. Ladoja won't do that. Ladoja refused to pay that kind of homage. Okay. It's better we go back to time. And going back to time is to reflect, to learn from history. Is history not beautiful? And learning from the voices of men who make history. I remember Baba Dejo Raimi. I miss that Baba. That Baba would tell you all the secret in politics. He would just be hitting it. Telling you what happened behind the scene. And he will say off record. And I say, okay, off record. I'm okay. Shouldn't be on record. I already know it. But I shouldn't be on record. I remember Dejo Raimi this morning. Dejo Raimi was a former secretary to the Oyo State government. Dejo Raimi left us stories of time. Dejo Raimi was a good storyteller. Dejo Raimi is no more, but his voice is with us. Listen to his story.
When the impeachment received the blessing of the highest authority in Abuja, we asked Akala to run away from the country. And the constitution says whoever is deputy will take over. If the deputy was not available, then the speaker will take over. We managed to get the speaker we smuggled him out. So, the night before the impeachment, the Shawa of Ogbomoso, Alhaji Aziz Arisekola Alao, at 12:30 midnight, and my humble self were in the State House with Ladoja.
State House Abuja?
State okay. House in Ibadan.
Okay.
I'm talking of the impeachment.
Okay.
So, Ladoja was telling me to phone Bode George that Ibadan will be on fire tomorrow. I tried Bode George has switched off his phone. Then we were looking for Akala. That if Akala, the deputy, was not available, and the speaker was not available, then the effort of impeachment would be in vain. We couldn't get Akala anywhere. Myself, Sean, everybody looking for Akala. Nobody knew where Akala went. It was only after the impeachment that Akala surfaced. And he took over. Later on, he told us he was with the Director of Secret Service, SSS, in Abuja, who is his in-law. That's Abdullahi, who happens to be his in-law. Because if we had got him that night, we would have hidden him and by so doing, making the impeachment impossible. Ladoja was for the first time jittery. I saw him jittery. And that's why he was asking me to get Bode George and tell Bode George that Ibadan will be on fire the second day because the impeachment has been sealed. These 19 people to impeach him had been taken somewhere we don't know. We even wanted just to buy one of them at any cost to make sure they remain 18, which cannot form 2/3. Even there was something which the Nigerian politics still had to revisit that time. I mean, 19 cannot be 2/3 of 33. 33 members were in the House. But they said it was then, they translated it to me, 2/3 of those that were present at that particular debate.
He eventually got his mandate back.
Of course,
The
through
court,
the court.
the court interpreted what
Yes.
you just talked
I'm
about.
now telling you, because everybody knew it was wrong. Everybody knew it was wrong, but Ladoja had stubbornly offended the power that be right from Abuja. So, Baba Amalete was only playing the tune that was coming out from Abuja.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
Dijoraimi there, a former secretary to Oyo State government. Ladoja offended the powers in Abuja. Seyi Makinde offends the gods. And the gods are in Abuja. Ladoja offended the powers that be in Abuja. And Adedibu in Ibadan was used to deal with the offender of the gods or the offenders of the powers in Abuja. Now, Seyi Makinde has offended the gods, and there is a god in Abuja. Is Ladoja now the Adedibu of his time? I'm just thinking. That's why I don't like political analysis, because you think here, you think there. Anyway, I like thinking. Just let me think. Ladoja committed the sin of telling Adedibu that he did not make him. Ladoja committed the sin of telling Adedibu that he did not make him. He told Obasanjo that he was unqualified for a third term. And Seyi is telling Tinubu that he's not qualified for a second term. Ladoja told Obasanjo that he was not qualified for a third term. Obasanjo wanted to go for a third term. Ladoja opposed it. Tinubu wants to go for second term. Seyi Makinde opposes it. What is it with Oyo State governors to be opposing presidents? Ajimobi did not oppose anybody. He played along. Ladoja did and was impeached. Will Seyi Makinde be impeached? Seyi Makinde is not Ladoja, right? In that case, Adedibu controlled a large number of members of the House of Assembly. In this case, Seyi Makinde has all of them in his house. Comparative analysis. Ladoja told Obasanjo that his 8 years, as mandated by the Constitution, is a gift that he should not abuse. He told Obasanjo, don't seek a third term. And Obasanjo felt he was supporting Atiku. For his bluntness, he was impeached and exiled from Government House for 11 months. Ladoja knew the Constitution. He knew that without the thugs, the strongmen, his impeachment was a fiction. He told me that. I remember.
We got good governance.
Yes, to some extent, yes.
Under Obasanjo.
To some extent, yes.
Senator Ladoja, are you insisting?
You see, the first term of Obasanjo was good. Second term, he started fighting everybody. Something like saying, look, I'm now in power. I'm now in charge.
And he was really in charge.
He was really in charge. He did not kill my principles. And maybe people would not even have understood me if it did not happen. So for me, I didn't really, he had the powers to do it, and he didn't believe in democracy, because when I told him that I could not be impeached because they would never muster two-thirds majority, he told me 2/3 my vote.
And that was true?
And that was true, yes. But luckily, there is a third arm of government, the judiciary, which will tell you this is the limit.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
Come to think of it, what kind of politics did Ladoja play as governor? Did Seyi Makinde send back auxiliary to prison? Why did Seyi Makinde do that? Did Seyi Makinde set up auxiliary? I'm writing a script and I got to a point I just got tired. Auxiliary is in prison. I then remembered Tokyo. Okay, see. Listen to this talk. I had a talk with Tokyo. I don't know if this was Ladoja's politics, but it is Tokyo's opinion of events and time.
There be problem during the tenure of Ladoja. Ladoja alleged me say I didn't follow him. I follow Lamadisina. They alleged me, perpetrated against me that I carry one man from Ogumaso side. So I have told them that's not a concern me about that case. So they alleged me for that. They charged me to court.
Can you tell us more about this particular case? What happened?
You see, on that time, in Ogumaso, people are fighting together in Ogumaso. And I don't have anybody in that fighting. They are OPC people, they are fighting together with some of their members. So by then, they carry one of their leader. The mastermind mind means that the person send people to go and carry the man. Why? Am I a Jomagbe person? So They alleged me for the case. They charged me to court without doing anything. They remanded me in custody at Agodi Gate. So, in that time, Baba Dubu walked into that matter, and he succeeded to bail me out of the problem. Later, he go for the case. I was discharged unacquitted for the case, which I don't know anything. Even on that day the problem happened at Ogbomoso, I was in the meeting at the national headquarters, Abuja, which the letter wrote to me to invited me to the meeting. That letter is an alibi to that case.
Did they kill anybody in Ogbomoso?
They don't kill anybody. They don't kill anybody. They have framed it's a frame. It's a frame.
So you are saying that Ladoja framed you up?
Yes, exactly, with my treasurer by then.
And Adedibu came to bail you?
They came to bail me out of the problem.
And you gave 100% loyalty to Adedibu?
Exactly.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
You see, in my mind, politics is an issue that we should see as being able to be in a society that will lead to winning an election.
No permanent friend, no permanent enemy?
None. Definitely.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live. Stay tuned.
Ladoja there said no permanent friend, no permanent enemy in politics. Have you not noticed it? Are you playing politics? I am playing politics. Who wants to play politics? Let's play. See. In the case of the impeachment of Rashidi Ladoja, the rule of law, however battered, is a shield for the patient one. Ladoja made this point in court. In a unanimous decision, the Supreme Court of Nigeria declared the impeachment null and void and reinstated him. The court ruled that the tenure of the governor was fixed by the Constitution and that the unlawful period of his removal could not be counted against him. It was a moment when the judiciary proved it could stand against the political hydra. Ladoja proved that power acquired unlawfully is not sovereignty. He returned to office as a man vindicated by history. Say, I want to take you to the life and time of a former governor of Oyo State, Victor Omololu. Why are we doing this? It is about understanding the history of men, of events, to be able to give contemporary issues meanings and reasons. Do not run away from that. Always dig into the past. It creates broader understanding. Omololu Olunloyo, that voice, Should I say I missed him? Why should you miss a man who lived his life to the fullest? No, I don't miss him. I just remember him. Missing him will not help me. It might make me mourn. I don't want to mourn. I don't like mourning. I don't like mourning. I avoid mourning, but it is nature. We'll cry too. Omolulu Ulunloyo. He takes us into Ladoja and Adedibu. Let's see if there are lessons to learn from this talk. What was your relationship with Adedibu like?
Adedibu met me at Malete. My father was the first resident of Malete, and I'm a senior landlord. It was an on and off thing. He was in the action group. We were with Akintola. And then we were in the MPN together. We were in the SDP together. And it was not always, Adedibu was not always altruistic. Bless his soul, he was a bit of a rascal, quite incorrigible, but he was a nice man in many ways.
Can Adedibu be a nice man?
He could be a nice man. He could be rough. He could be nice. And when he, with strong-arm tactics, extorts money and so on, he spends 3/4 of the money he extorts, on his hangar zone and so on.
Did you say extort?
Extort, yes. I mean, he will seize a piece of land, he will do something, he will demand this. But then, I called him one day, I said, look, why are you being called Alaf in Malete? When you met me here, we've been here 20 years before you. So I said, from today on, I install and announce myself in a Napoleonic manner as Oni of Malete.
What did he say?
He says he agrees. I said, and from you, I want 4 cows and 250,000 naira.
Was that a joke?
It was a little bit of a joke. He sent me the 250,000 naira, and 4 of his cows were already grazing in my garden. So I said, they remain seized. He said, I should please return 2 to him. So I returned 2 cows to him, gracefully retained his 250,000 and made myself the owner of Malete. So there were times when we had disagreement. I told him that Abiola will never be made president. And he said, no, why should I say things like that? And so I said, he won't. He knows the bank account of all the military officers. He knows the bank account of all those who have been Minister of Communications, including David Mark. They will not allow him to become president, to have all that power over them. He knows too much. When somebody knows too much, they have to stop him.
Now, I will want to ask you, with brain boxes like you in the PDP, how come Adedibu became the strongest factor in Oyo State PDP at the time?
No, I think Adedibu was like the way, you remember the idea of metamorphosis, which they taught us in biology in primary school. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. He joined the party as a party stalwart. For want of a better word, a thug. And he said to himself, he said once, yes, I know I'm a thug. That's what he started with. Then he metamorphosed. Then he became an egg. Then he became a pupa. Then an adult.
Where was Omololu Olunloyo while he was growing at that fast pace?
We were in school. We were going to school. I had 22 years of interrupted education.
And you later became a governor. So at that point in time, you were well entrenched.
Yeah,
how
but
come Adedibu now became a very big factor in the PDP?
No, it was not a very big factor in the SDP.
But in the PDP, he became a very big factor.
Gradually, not immediately. This is it. I was not the only one responsible. I was not the only one to hold him at bay. He, in fact, he was not a foundation member of the PDP.
He was formerly in APP.
He was in APP. And I think by a tactical error, Adeojo invited him at Ugbomoso.
Tactical error?
Yes, tactical error brought him in. And one of the things he did was to try to eliminate Adeojo, who is benefactor. So, then, with Ladoja had skirmishes with him. Ladoja is quite an intelligent person. Ordinarily, he's a good chemical engineer and so on. I'm not so sure about his political intuitions. But, the thing is, Ladoja had brushes with him in the DPN and so on. If you look at what I call September 30th edition of Punch, page 9, they had marked 1997, they had marked each other out for a warfare. And Adedibu said to Ladoja, "Oh, you are an apprentice who has not collected his certificate," and so on and so forth. I think Adedibu grew into the menace he became eventually when he learned the game of alliances. Up to fighting Ladoja, just before the impeachment, it was a ding-dong game until he saw that in warfare, alliance is very important.
Did Obasanjo give him that strength he needed?
Yes, you got the answer. Spot on.
So 20 Adedibu would not have been able to bring down one Ladoja without an Obasanjo?
No, they would not. Without an Obasanjo, Ladoja had the wherewithal to be able to block Adedibu, but Ladoja made some tactical errors. He was slow because in the Principles of Warfare, and one of the most important books on warfare is Clausewitz's On War, published in 1832. Chapter 3, Book 3, Chapter 9, speaks about surprise. When you have the same qualities and the same strengths as the adversary, the only way you can defeat him is through the surprise element. The surprise element consists of two ingredients. You must have a secret plan which must be speedily executed.
He didn't have that.
He didn't seem to have that.
He waited for too long.
I told him once, look, there's trouble looming ahead. He says, brother, anything coming, will land. I said, look, suppose it lands on your head. He says, Orun Yabo, Kishore Enika.
It landed on him, but bounced back.
He bounced back, but it nearly didn't bounce back. I, sitting down here with you, Edmond Obilo, Omalolu Olunoyo, I was the only person with Ajikin Alayande who condemned the impeachment on the day it was done. And I singularly convinced Ladoja that he must go to court. Excuse me, ṣe rò pé èèyàn lè defeat ìjọba tí wọ́n bá ti ṣe wọ́n ṣe gbé ni mo ní rárá. 18 is not 2/3 of 32. 18 is not 2/3 of 32. Take them to court. And Shitu was his attorney general at the time, and he will confirm to you, and Ladoja himself will confirm to you, that I said, look, let's begin to study this thing, and let's begin to write up as if we get a lawyer, and let's begin to write up what reliefs you will ask for in court.
But even at that...
So he went to court, and he won, and he came back. You see, he did not use the opportunities. There are certain rules of engagement that are written down in Machiavelli. People who have tried to destroy you, if you have an opportunity to strike back at them, you must wipe them out.
He did not do that.
Oh, he did not do that.
He allowed Akala to grow.
Oh, no, he should not have. He should have eliminated him.
But Obasanjo was still there.
Yeah, but Obasanjo was still there, but he has Achilles heels.
But again, the Obasanjo with the military and the police would have defeated Ladoja.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
State Affairs with Edmond Obilo is live. Stay tuned. State Affairs with Edmond Obilo is live.
That is from the archives. From the archives, going back into time. I remember that interview with Omololu Olunloyo. How time flies. I was younger then. That was 2009. 2009. You see the politics, the analysis. Adeojo invited Adedibu to PDP. Before Adeojo could know what was going on, Adedibu hijacked all the structures. Fayose was in charge of the structures, and as Seyi Makinde emerged, he hijacked all the structures. It's about grabbing, right? And you are not grabbing. Let's grab. Let's grab something. You can't be hungry and people are grabbing. Stretch out your hand and grab something. Don't be a stranger in your own country. Don't be a beggar. We have the resources. The resources are so large and you are not grabbing. Let's grab. Let's grab. We need to redistribute the resources. It's because you are not standing. That is why you can't grab. Some few guys are grabbing everything. No. Let's fight and grab. Let's grab something. If you grab it, run with it. Run with it. Contribute to your community. Be a vanguard of integrity. Be a pioneer of innovation. Run with innovation. Run with it. For nations to rise, the human spirit must rise. Are you a student? Read, and be brilliant so that you have the opportunity to grab your share with knowledge. You don't need guns to grab. Knowledge, political knowledge, scientific knowledge, humanitarian knowledge, social knowledge, cultural knowledge. From any point in society, you can grab your share. Is that not what democracy is about? Your share, dividends. Why are you helpless? Why? Why? I don't like it. Let's grab. Okay, I'll open the lines now. You call on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number to call is 080 18449. That's the WhatsApp number to call. 080 999 18449.
1844.
Good morning. Make your point.
Good.
All right. Too much delay, I cut it off. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Edmund.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah. Seyi Makinde said he has no godfather. Good morning. Seyi Makinde said he has no godfather in politics. Indeed, the hundreds of thousands of people who voted for him to become the governor of Oyo State, the almost 600,000 people, are his godfathers and his godmothers. The fact that he has done well as the governor of Oyo State is testament to the fact that we are his godfather and we will support him anywhere he goes. As an indigene of Oyo State, in the coming election, my primary responsibility, my primary target is to look for anywhere you see the APM and to put my finger there in the coming election in February 2027. So we are his godfather, we are behind him, and we wish him success. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Ogunleye Theophilus.
Make your point, Mr. Theophilus.
Thank Thank you very much. Mr. Obino, I want you to flashback from 1999 till this present government in Oyo State. Now, I want to categorically tell you that we have not yet get the best governor. All we have been having is an average governor. Now, I want a government that will provide electricity for their state. I want a government that will provide good education, good schools, that will make Oyo State citizens to go back to government schools. I want a government that will restore water corporations, that 80% of Nigerian houses in Oyo State, we have good pipe-borne water. Sir, I'm putting this to you. I'm not putting it to you directly, sir. I'm putting it to Nigerians. How many of our governors, apart from paying salaries, go to the inner roads in Oyo State? We have bad roads. And yet, they are telling some people are working because they pay salaries. May the Lord bless Oyo State. Thank you.
You see, that caller is just speaking my mind somehow. You know, I travel to places and I see the level of infrastructure. The level of infrastructure in even countries that are not advanced. And I'm saying, in Nigeria, we are just scratching the surface. We're just scratching, there are a lot of mediocre projects everywhere. Mediocre projects. Anyway, let's not go there today. I'm not, okay, let me leave you. All right. I've connected you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Edmond. This is Kola Lori from Akmata.
Good to hear your voice.
Can you hear me clearly? Thank you. On Makinde, I think people should understand the difference between godfatherism and people supporting people. The day I love Makinde, the day they interview him and they ask him in public, who is your godfather? And he said, I have no godfather except the Father in heaven. I was so amazed that day. And since today, he have not disappointed me. When people say Ladoja came and this came, that is just collaboration. None of them can tell him what to do now and before now. That's what we call a man that doesn't have a godfather. And I will advise Mr. President, the same thing Makinde is doing in Oyo. The character of Makinde, you can see the little of it in Mr. President as well. When others are defecting to PDP in those days, only him remained. And he succeeded up to today. And I think that's what Makinde is doing. And on the issue of infrastructure or whatever, we have had deficits since years of military. And to meet up now, we need people who are more fast. That, but we still need more.
Hello.
We need people who are more fast.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'll open the lines again. Before I open the line, I just want you to listen. I'm just taking you down memory lane so that you just remember. It's good to always remember. This is Abiola Ajimobi. Abiola Ajimobi.
Some say you are not that polite because you take Ladoja to the cleaners. You take Akala to the cleaners. But why not the president?
Because Ladoja also takes me to the cleaner. I mean, I must reciprocate. The president of the federation, when he sees me, is very polite to me.
So to every action, there must be an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah, if you hit me, I hit you back. If you are polite to me, I'm polite to you.
Is that the reason you've been hitting Ladoja very hard?
I've not been hitting him hard. I only speak the truth.
Do you have the court paper on your table now?
He
has threatened to take you to court.
He cannot take me to court. He returned money. He stole the money. He returned it. So what's he talking about? Don't worry, I'll soon publish some other papers. Let him take me to court.
You don't have the court papers yet?
He dare not. Which court paper? He said he sent it. I saw it. Let him take me to court now.
And if he takes you to court, what would you do?
He won't dare. I'm challenging.
You have a lot on him.
Oh, he won't dare. He won't dare. He won't dare.
Do you want to destroy him?
That's why I'm not publishing all the facts. Because I leave him. But if he dares me, then I'll publish.
If he dares you?
Yeah. If he takes me to court, for instance, then they will see all the papers in court.
And if he doesn't take you to court?
I leave him alone. He's an old man. Why do I want to?
But don't you think you owe the public the responsibility to tell us what is happening behind the scene? Publish the document.
I've done the right thing, which the EFCC is handling it. So let the EFCC do it. I'm not meant to be. I'm not EFCC.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
He said Ladoja had cases to answer. Perhaps he was just bluffing. Perhaps he was just bluffing. You know, this is the history of Ladoja, the Olubadan of Ibadan land. A man with that history is a man of power. Is he not? He's a man of timber and caliber. Ibadan is having its most powerful Olubadan in recent time. That is the Olubadan. A man of politics. I'll tell you more. It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. The program is State Affairs. Stay tuned, stay cool.
So those who don't get that consensus, what do you think will happen? You think they'll be happy? So you are waiting for an implosion then.
Have you told them?
My position is known. This is a year-old book.
Politicians don't read, don't you think so?
But they know my position. I've been consistent about this. That look, let us manage the process in a manner that even if people come out of it defeated, they will feel a sense of belonging. After all, I contested. Yes, I had 10 votes. People contested against me in the 2 governorship primaries that I spoke about. 5 of the people who contested against me were commissioners in my cabinet in 2018. I brought them back into the cabinet.
Why are you this kind?
It's not about, we are members of the same family. And that's why I have a problem with the winner takes all situation. When we won in 2018, in 2023, I even advised the president that we have to reach out to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, to Mr. Peter Obi. I told him all this.
You told the president?
Oh, yes.
He didn't take your advice.
Well,
the APC has hijacked everything.
Well, the president is the president.
You have even hijacked governors.
We've hijacked governors.
Yeah.
Governors have come to our party.
No, you hijacked
out of their own volition.
Volition. What is so special about the APC that they are all abandoning ship? What did you tell them?
They probably want to belong to the president's party.
And now you can see what is happening to opposition parties.
Again, that is not going to last. We once had a person in this country that our late uncle Bola Ige described as 5 fingers of a leprous hand.
Abacha?
All parties came together. They were jostling for his attention. They said he must take their ticket. And they gave him the ticket. We were saying this earlier. The Nigerian always pulls back from the brink. I don't believe that President Tinubu, and from what I have read, I wasn't in any of those meetings. His meetings with governors, his meetings with the National Assembly members, I believe he emphasized to them that wherever consensus is not possible, abide by the provisions of the Constitution, go for primaries. I believe that's President Tinubu's position.
Dr. Fahimi, look at the political climate. It seems one party wants to swallow every other party. And it seems somebody somewhere is encouraging it.
If we're good students of history, we know that will not work.
It seems we are moving towards totalitarianism. That Nigeria is moving towards a dictatorship.
Well, in the literature of political science, there is something now known as competitive authoritarianism, actually. Because if you look around the world, you will see that a lot of autocrats are covering their system and government in the garb of democracy. Whether you're talking of Erdogan, or you're talking of Putin, or you're talking of Trump, or you're talking of the man who just got kicked out of Hungary, you will see that incrementally our democracy is being subverted by autocracy. And I hope that's not the bad lesson we are learning in Africa.
We've always learned that lesson. In Mali, we learned that lesson.
Well, wherever
and it's happening in Nigeria.
But there's a danger to it. The wave of democratization that we've had in the last 3 decades is being reversed. That's why even for those of us who find military coups objectionable, if you talk to young people who never experienced or lived under military rule, they're the campaign managers for the Traores of this world. Just go on social media and see the way they sing his praise, because they've never lived under military rule. They don't know what you and I went through.
But we are providing them that option. The political class is providing that option.
That's why we need to pull back from the brink. The political class needs to pull back from the brink, and this travesty of electoralism has to be reversed. And if reversing it, going back to the alternative politics I spoke about, means bringing everybody together in a national unity government of sorts that is focused primarily on development, rather than this exclusionary politics that we're playing.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
Let's look at the people perspective.
Okay.
The political class are on one side in their own struggles.
Yes.
And you have masses of poor Nigerians
Yes.
in their own struggle to eke out a living.
That's right.
And they are watching.
That's right.
What is happening to them?
Well, I think they are watching, that's the word. And they are also enjoying what we call the silence of the graveyard. You see, when oppressors are dancing naked, they assume that nobody is watching them, that nobody is taking note of their nakedness. Because people watching them from their windows, from other areas, will not talk. They keep silent. And they take that to mean applause or acceptance. That people are not talking is worse than when they talk. And that is the danger that we see ahead. The poor people we are referring to, they appear to be quiet, but they are not quiet. There are many things going on underneath. And because they've been forced or coerced to keep quiet, the media, to a large extent, have been silenced. Then they operate underground. And whether people want to believe it or not, that is going on. And that was exactly what happened in 64-65, when those in leadership positions were boasting, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. They didn't know that there are some grade 2 teachers in Agowe who had a camp and planning the reactions that led to Wete.
Does Wete remind us of Ondo in 1983?
That's right, because that is a replay of what happened in 64-65. See, the thing is that in Ondo in 83, they also wrote to the result, put Omoboru as their governor. And they didn't expect that kind of reaction. It was immediate. Not organized by anybody. It was spontaneous.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live. Stay tuned.
In this campaign,
yes,
I hope you are preparing to listen to other candidates, and they will remind you of your case with the EFCC, the 1.9 billion naira case. Are you prepared for the brickbat that will come soon?
No, I mean, there's no brickbat. It's just, I liken it to a record that is a play record that is bad, and it continues repeating itself. So there's really nothing extraordinary about it. So
but the case is still on.
Yeah, the case is still on. What is wrong in that one?
How do you feel when you go to court to answer to questions
because
with regard to that 1.9 billion shares?
Because are made for human beings. It's not made for goats and dogs. So,
did you say those shares are not remit the money?
Of course. I mean, my government sold shares, but we remitted the money.
You remitted the money?
We didn't even sell the shares directly. We sold the shares through the broker. And you see, when you are a politician, you should expect anything. That is part of it. Because my successor had an opportunity of telling somebody who is very high that, yes, we tried to woo my boss, and because he was not amenable, so we decided that, look, we wanted to destroy his Mr. Clean attitude, so we started the case. Yes.
They wanted to bring you down.
He said that because it was not amenable, we wanted to
Akala wanted to deal with you.
Yes, he said so to
He,
somebody
he felt your ego needed to be trimmed.
Yes. Akala also, when he came to a meeting at the time of we were talking about reconciliation, said, Oga has forgotten that I'm a policeman. We know what to do. So I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. You can be an accuser, you can be a prosecutor, but you are not the judge.
At least what is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes.
He's also facing his own now.
I mean, I'm not aware of that. I don't know what is happening to him.
We are talking about 11 point something billion in his own case. Yours is just 1.9.
In fact, there was no 1.9. There's nothing like that. So there's nothing like that. I mean, if it is a sin that a share you bought for 4 naira, 7 naira, you sold it for 30 naira, then let me be a sinner, a good sinner.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live. Stay tuned.
Is Wike your man? You're backing him?
Well, Wike is my man, yes. From what I've seen him do in Rivers State, I believe that with the support of everybody, he can be a good president for Nigeria. I mean, I told people, you may not like his style, you may think he's abrasive, all of that, but those are things that we can work on. And in terms of somebody being strong, you can't take that away from him. As a matter of fact, that's what quite a number of people are trying to use against him. And they also tried to use it against me, contesting to be the governor of Oyo State. They said, are we going to be able to control Seyi, all of this? And I said to them that, look, I'm here to serve the good people of Oyo State. And it's been 3 years now, and I've been proven right, because for Oyo State, we've put the people at the center of everything that we're doing. And people will say that, we don't need strong men as a president of Nigeria. What we need is strong institutions. Okay, good. But if you have a strong man and you have strong institutions, it can only lead us to a better country.
Now that you've talked about the strong man, when I look at Seyi Makinde in that Amotekun uniform, I said, okay, he looks like a strong man.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
What deal did I make with anybody? I didn't make any deal with anybody. And when I say, look, here, I depended only on God the Father. No Godfather. And I'm still saying it till tomorrow. If there are godfathers in Oyo State, they should go and back whoever they would like to back.
But they are not saying you have now become a godfather.
To who? Me. It is the people of Oyo State that are completely in charge of me.
They say you now dictate everything. You determine who becomes who. You have taken over the party.
I've taken over the party.
You determine who gets the ticket.
Well, for the past 5 days now, and you saw it when you came in today, we've been having engagement upon engagement with our leaders, our elders, stakeholders across the state to say, look, what do you want in your area? What are the peculiarities in there? And those of them that you can say they have the interest of this party at heart, they have been coming forward. They have been making suggestions, and we have been working together.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live. Stay tuned.
You heard the voice of Senator Ladoja, now the Olubadan of Ibadan land. Seyi Makinde said, I saw it when I came in. Do you know what I saw? You want me to tell you? Yes, he said, I saw it when I came in. You want to know what I saw? Okay, there are certain things you see and they die with you. Did I just sound like a politician? Anyway, it's not everything I see that I talk about. 90% of the things I see, I don't talk about them. But I don't know if they would die with me. Okay. You want to join the discussion? I'll put you on. But first, let me put on the system so that you are loud enough. I connect it now. You will hear the sound soon. Good. Let's go. Good morning.
Loud.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Edmund.
Good morning.
I can tell you. After listening to your interview by late governor of your state. Hello, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, but you keep breaking. If you break again, I'll take you.
I cannot but say we had a blunt and straightforward governor. In fact, I am currently using his own Yahoo
That line keep
to measure the current government we have in the state.
That line keep breaking. I like the call being cripsy. When I struggle to understand what the caller is saying, I cut it off. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, this is Sanyolu Adeyemo calling from Odo.
Yes, good morning.
Sanyolu Adeyemo. Good morning.
He's using his radio to monitor. That is the problem I have with Mr. Sanyolu Adeyemo. He's waiting to hear me on the radio, and I'm not going to pick his call again. He has done that twice. And he's a permanent caller on the show. He should know. He's using his radio to monitor my voice, and there's a dead air. I'm waiting for him to speak. I'm not going to pick your call again, Mr. Sanyolu. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, Radio.
Good morning.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Opemi Emmanuel from Oyo.
Make your point. Make your point.
Hey, this is Opemi Emmanuel calling from Oyo. Based on the conversation, based on the points you've raised so far, and what I can say about the issue of godfatherism is that we cannot say Seyi Makinde is having a godfatherism because there is nobody dictating for him. At the same time, we can see the good work he has been doing. But what I can say based on the leadership structure of Nigeria is that those people that enjoyed free education, they are the ones that are supposed to put a better thing in place so that the masses can enjoy the dividend of democracy. Because I could remember when I was small, we have a good pipe-borne water running, smooth road, street lights everywhere. But presently, reverse is the case. We need leaders like servants that will be able to look deeply into what is happening. At the same time, implement it for the betterment of the citizen. To be brief in my conversation, most of them, they are traveling out of the country. They can see what they are doing in other countries. It is better for them to bring it back to our country here and implement it. God bless Nigeria. God bless Oyo State.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. DMO is not giving up, okay? He's not giving up. He's not giving up. All right, let's put him on. Hello, good morning.
We know the importance of your program. And the system we are running in Nigeria has created a lacuna that anybody can just come on board as a governor and believe that I need to have a godfather. But do you know what is amazing me about these governors in Oyo State presently? Starting from the time of Ajimobi tried to share the way to let the masses know that somebody with a vision don't need a godfather. A person with a blueprint don't need a godfather. You know the reason or present masses in Oyo State, I will take 15% don't like the system running by Seyi Makinde. They want Seyi Makinde to give them the money, to give them to put the money on their table without working. Let's do the comparison from Ladoja regime, Ajimobi regime, Akala regime, and present government. It is I saw there is a difference. Baba Dejoraimi said something that amazed me. He said that Ladoja too slow. It did not. He looking things. Look at what he said that Baba, do you think we can win a government? But he has prepared before he came. Before he became a governor, he used the mistake of others to understand, to stand on his two legs, to win these people. That is why I understand. And the question I want to ask you, Edmond, is our king now, the Olubad of Ibadan, want to push Seyi out. They want to. Is Olubadan want to reverse the good work that is what that everybody is seeing now? You want to reverse it back? That is the question. And people that are talking about inner infrastructure, inner road. If this governor started demolishing the houses, are we going to convenient with it? That is why I buy the ideology of the circular road. If the circular road can work, the inner road will be better. Good morning, Edmond. Sonyolu Adeyemo.
Thank you, Mr. Adeyemo.
Circular road. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sorry. Now, I congratulate.
The line is not clear. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. He has muted himself. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Hello, can you hear me clearly now?
I can hear you.
What I want to say this morning is this. Nobody is saying maybe the current government is not performing or you understand? But one thing I always say is this. We should normally place humanity before our interest. If I may ask you, apart from the government workers, which I believe that is why they will justify anything Seyi is doing, those people that are not government workers, what are they benefiting? in the state. Now, someone called now telling us that if we started demolishing houses, that's one thing I'll be remembering Adinobi before. There was once a quote from Adinobi that people will not know where they ought to be. You, as a good leader, we really want to take them to where they should be. Now, a government that said that, oh, we have nothing to do with local government autonomy. You want me to respect such a governor? Okay, someone like me talking now, do I have the opportunity of going to Secretariat in Ibadan? Now, during the Adinobi tenure, the subsidy has not been removed. Now the subsidy has been removed. You understand? Meaning that the money that is coming to the state now has increased astronomically. Now, when someone is giving you maybe 10% of the money and you are praising him, what of the other 90%? Secondly, the 30 billion naira Jubilee Fund, what will the government talk about it? All this why? So, and I will just end my conversation this morning with Abrahamic Transport. Then you can fool all the people sometimes. You can even fool some people all the time, but you can never fool all the people all the time. Have a nice day, Edmond.
That was solid. Solid. Now, as governor, you can go on leave. You now have the deputy governor you want, right? You feel at peace with yourself.
Yes, I can say without missing words that, we endured 3 years, of disharmony within the governor's office, and we managed to still get some things done. With a supportive deputy governor now, in the person of Barrister Abdurrahim Adebayo Lawal, I think we can really run where we've been crawling before.
Can you give me some details? What really happened between you and the former deputy governor?
I think he was just inordinately ambitious. Some people came to me not up to 6 months after we got into office and said, well, the deputy governor got some marabouts and prayer warriors, to keep praying for him because they told him he would be the one to contest the governorship election in 2023. And I thought, we came in May 29, 2019. So 6 months will take us around November. So I started thinking about it in my head, and I thought, no, this must be a joke. But by February, I had COVID. I had COVID when COVID was almost a death sentence. So I thought, maybe maybe these guys will just be right after all. Of course, the COVID thing, went by, and But I started watching his body language, and I saw that he was super focused on, his 2023 contest as opposed to contributing to the mandates that Oyo State people gave to us. And then I gave him a free hand. We were going to build the deputy governor's lodge. I said, well, you're going to be the one to stay there. Go and look for a contractor. Go ahead and execute the project. I'll give you all the support. And later we heard of disagreement between him and the contractor,
It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. I want you to listen to this interview, or this statement, as the case may be. It's Ajimobi here, Abiola Ajimobi. Here, Ajimobi is talking about Olubadan. The relationship between governors and the Olubadan. Ajimobi had his own time. Listen to Ajimobi here.
At this juncture, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to use this opportunity to charge the new Obas to use their elevated royal positions to promote peace and unity of the citizenry. To whom much is given, much is expected. As traditional rulers, I implore you to distance yourselves from anything capable of tarnishing your esteemed image. We also congratulate our father, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, for this august occasion, and advise that Kabiyesi, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, should remain the father of all and should resist the temptation to be used by disgruntled politicians as observed in his recent utterances, which tend towards the political. It should be noted that Obas are not expected to play politics. Our administration believes in the chieftaincy institution, and it is sacred, and we hold it in high esteem.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live. Stay tuned.
At this juncture, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to use this opportunity to charge the new Obas to use their elevated royal positions to promote peace and unity of the citizenry. To whom much is given, much is expected. As traditional rulers, I implore you to distance yourselves from anything capable of tarnishing your esteemed image. We also congratulate our father, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, for this august occasion, and advise that Kabiyesi, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, should remain the father of all and should resist the temptation to be used by disgruntled politicians as observed in his recent utterances, which tend towards the political. It should be noted that Obas are not expected to play politics. Our administration believes in the chieftaincy institution, and it is sacred, and we hold it in high esteem.
State Affairs with Edmond Bilo is live. Stay tuned.
At this juncture, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to use this opportunity to charge the new Obas to use their elevated royal positions to promote peace and unity of the citizenry. To whom much is given, much is expected. As traditional rulers, I implore you to distance yourselves from anything capable of tarnishing your esteemed image. We also congratulate our father, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, for this august occasion, and advise that Kabiyesi, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, should remain the father of all and should resist the temptation to be used by disgruntled politicians as observed in his recent utterances, which tend towards the political. It should be noted that Obas are not expected to play politics. Our administration believes in the chieftaincy institution, and it is sacred, and we hold it in high esteem.
State Affairs with Edmond Bilo is live. Stay tuned.
Abiola Ajimobi there. Memory lane. He had his own battles with the Olubadan. But why should he say the Olubadan should not play politics? Did Olubadan Samuel Odulano Odugade not play politics that brought Ajimobi to power? Did Alaafin not support Ajimobi to power? Then why should Olubadan not play politics? Why? Is the position of the Olubadan not a political stool? I have to go now. The radio man has to go now. Next week is another time on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. The next program is Gbangba Lashata with Abiodun Adewale. I worked with Bosun Alayode to bring you this edition of the program. It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station.